Have you noticed how some people command respect without saying a word? They don't beg for attention. They don't chase. They simply withdraw, and everything transforms. The atmosphere shifts. People who took them for granted suddenly feel the weight of their absence. This is the forgotten power of selective presence, and it might be the most important psychological skill you never developed. When you stop being perpetually available, emotionally, mentally, physically, the world around you experiences a crisis. Those accustomed to your immediate reactions and constant accessibility suddenly find themselves disoriented. Why? Because your predictable responses have been weaponized against you without your awareness. Since childhood, you've been conditioned to believe your worth lies in how accessible you are to others. Every instant reply, every emotional reaction, every yes when your soul is screaming no. You surrender a piece of your vital energy. By day's end, what remains? Exhaustion, resentment, an emptiness you can't quite name. Here's the painful truth that few acknowledge. The more available you are, the less valued you become. What's too easily obtained rarely retains its worth. No one treasures what requires no effort to secure. People who demand your constant availability don't actually want you. They want what you provide: validation, comfort, distraction, emotional labor. When you establish boundaries, when you become more selective with your presence, they become irritated. Not because you've changed fundamentally, but because you've stopped functioning as their emotional utility. Your psychological energy is finite and precious. When you react impulsively to every trigger, defend against every criticism, engage in pointless arguments, and try to please those who don't value you, you're investing your power in relationships and situations that only deplete you further. Manipulative people don't need to control you directly. They simply need you to maintain your predictable reactions. But when you stop reacting as expected, the entire dynamic shatters. When you begin saying no, responding with intentional silence, withdrawing instead of explaining yourself, the projections others place upon you begin to crumble. The turning point in reclaiming your power comes when you embrace strategic silence. Not the silence of fear or avoidance, but the silence of conscious choice, the decision to observe rather than react, to witness rather than engage. This silence is not empty. It's pregnant with possibility. It disrupts the narrative others have constructed about who you are and what you're for. Your selective unavailability becomes threatening because it forces others to confront their own emptiness, rather than using you as a distraction from themselves. Your boundaries reveal how much they depended on your accessibility to feel secure. Begin with small yet powerful changes. Don't respond immediately to messages. Leave discussions before being pulled into chaos. Turn off notifications without guilt. Say, "Not today," without feeling obligated to explain why. Most importantly, stop justifying your absence. You owe nothing to anyone but yourself. As you practice the art of selective presence, you will lose certain relationships. This isn't tragedy, it's clarification. Those who valued only what you could do for them will drift away. Those who cherish your essence will adjust to your new boundaries, perhaps with initial discomfort, but ultimately with deeper respect. In the space created by this natural selection, you find yourself again. Not the self constructed to please others, but your authentic core, the part of you that knows when to give and when to withhold, that understands true compassion includes self-compassion. The question remains, are you prepared to be misunderstood, perhaps even temporarily disliked, in service to your inner freedom? Are you willing to choose your peace over others' comfort, to value your well-being above their convenience? The power of selective presence awaits your decision. And when you finally embody it, everything changes, starting with you.